Hello everybody and welcome to SAO today. Well, actually it's not really SAO today, like I'm filming this on Sunday and it's probably not going to be up until at least Monday. 12. So as you may or may not have been able to see, episode 12 of Sword Art Online. Let's go. Now this episode, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it, I guess. There are some things I kind of like and some things that I kind of like and hate and well, let's start from the start, shall we? With episode 12, we start from where we left off with episode 11, which is the daycare centre. And as has been ongoing since episode 11, there's kind of this mystery about, ooh, who is this young girl that Kirito and Asuna have adopted. And if I can just say before I get started on the episode, am I the only one who's kind of annoyed that essentially within quarter of an hour of storyline we've gone from awkward couple to married and have a kid? I hate that. Anyway, what happens is a soldier comes into the daycare wanting to speak to Kirito and Asuna, and it's the standard, oh, my friends got trapped and got screwed over kind of thing by a person in a dungeon and stuff. And I said that like without really that much enthusiasm because, I don't know, that kind of stuff happens all the time. It's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. What I do find enjoyable about this is Yui. Yui, even though I've been ranting, oh, she does nothing for the plot, blah. She's an interesting character because she's a bit of a mystery, because we think that she might be a player, but then again we don't have this. We think that it could be this, but then again there's no evidence that that could exist, blah. And even though it's kind of a closed mystery in terms of you can't really do much speculation, you don't really know what's a hint. If you know what's a hint, you don't know how, what it proves, if anything. What I do like is they do have a couple of little things along the way that kind of go, that's very interesting. And the main one that I noticed in general actually, but like which occurred in this episode, is the fact that Yui can kind of tell when people are lying. And this is shown in the conversation where she's like, oh yeah, you can trust this person that's asking you to go help their friend. She's telling the truth. So of course Kirito and Asuna decide that they're going to go marching in and get involved. But what's a bit interesting is despite the fact that she's a child and she doesn't know how to fight, Yui decides, oh, I want to come along, I want to be involved and stuff like that. So all four of them, Kirito, Asuna, Yui and the person who's asking them to help, all go down to the dungeon. And their friend, like the friend finds the friend, oh, he's in the safe zone, and Kirito and Asuna, being the awesome pair they are, just decide to go smashing up against this guy who's essentially a Grim Reaper. So that probably should give you a bit of an idea of how hard this guy is to beat. And they're fighting, and essentially it's not really even a fight, it's more like we hold up our swords so we don't get killed. He goes smack and everyone falls over and is about to die. Yay! But no! Yui has a bit of a punch. And it's very interesting because there have been specific mentions of there is no magic. Yui breaks this rule and she gets her massive fire sword and encloses Grim Reaper in a fireball and just whoa. Ultimately there is a logic behind this because it's revealed that she isn't a player. She is in fact an AI, and she was like assigned to make sure that everyone was like mentally healthy and stuff, and she was just in this room with tons of screens and had to watch people commit suicide, and she was kind of like, screw this, and she like looked at Kirito and Asuna and she was like, whoa, these people are awesome, and came down from a little god room thingy to meet them, which happened in episode 11. However, we can't just have an all-powerful being amongst the thing, then it would be too easy. So instead, and really sad, what happens is the AI, since she has attacked the program, she is identified as a foreign object and thus is attacked. Well, yeah, she's killed essentially. The parallel between this one and like the third episode, that's probably the main thing that I really don't like about this. Like, I really like the third episode and I really like this episode, but the thing is, they are so similar and they are so close together. I mean, obviously there are slightly different circumstances. Like, we've got us and now there's the whole, I don't know, strengthening relationship, weakening relationship, that kind of thing. But ultimately I can't help but feel that whilst this was a good episode, I still kind of feel like it was almost a bit of a cheap shot, because, I mean, they've done it twice in the space of like 10 episodes, but ultimately it's continuity. It might add a bit more to the relationship. If nothing else, it adds a bit more meaning, if nothing else, to Asana's character. I think Kitty tore somewhat Asana. She has like the little pendant thing. Cute. Maybe someone rub it off her, I don't know. Potentially you could have tons of plot points from like, oh, necklace. Probably won't, but I don't know. Maybe someone tries to sell her, I don't know. But yeah, it was a pretty good episode. It was pretty sad. But I can't help but feel that the third one was a lot more sad, and the fourth one, because someone died, they spoke from the grave, and they tried to revive her. That makes it sad. But when you do it again, the second time it's not going to be as sad, unless there's something additional. And I don't really see much of a difference between the two to say that this had a lot more than the other one. But that's just my opinion. Be sure to subscribe, to like, to share if you so wish. Anyway, I'll see you next week, all you fellow sword artists. Not to be confused with blacksmiths.